Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, community members, and generalized League of Legends Dota trolls. Here's an echo to the second day of the Shaboozey Open 2 tournament hosted by Shaboozey.com. We have all your things. That's not our motto, but we do have all the things. Today, joining me on the casting couch, so to speak, are generalized legend, all-round good guy, and community moderator, Chris the Christoph Christofferson.
Hello. And apparently you're echoing really badly.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Chris.
What do you want to know there, okay?
What's your League of Legends background?
I'm bad, therefore I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I am.
Great,
hey,
good to know.
Wake up.
How am I? What am I echoing from, though? That's the thing. What can you hear, guys?
I don't know. Kane says you're echoing.
Yeah. What can you hear echoing? Sorry about this, guys.
Hey, wake up.
I remember my...
The audio is... What the fuck? I don't know where it's getting the audio from. It's going to have to... Right, this is me talking now. That is echoing. Just me talking. That's probably my laptop overheating. Any better? Yeah, you'll only be able to hear me because I don't have you turned on yet. Anything? Are you sure you don't have the stream on twice or something, Kane? Okay, that's the rest of the sound going live now. Someone else say something?
Fantastic. I love to hear the sound of my own voice. No, it seems fine to me.
Okay, well, we're going to go straight into the game then.
Hey, wake up.
Oh, it's quite a nice matchup, that is, there.
Giffel is what? Team Blue and Muckrub is Team Red.
User left your channel.
Okay, guys, once again, welcome to the second part of the Shaboozey tournament. Today we'll be starting with one of the semi-finals, the Giffel versus Macklemore HD. Joining me, as I said, will be Chrissy and yesterday's co-host, Aceman. Say hi, Ace.
Hi.
Now say hi in a less creepy way.
No. Anyway, what do we expect to see this game? A lot of AP.
No, really? A lot of AP?
I'm just hoping that this teamo can build a Gnasher's Tooth unlike yesterday's.
And not throw the game. Gotta
I'm
remember
hoping
that.
that this Teemo is going to actually dominate by pushing. Now, Giffel was in yesterday. He was talking to us. He knows what he's supposed to be doing with Teemo. We should hope to see some slightly better play today. No offense to our favourite little Hirokoshin, but Giffel's play is at a significantly higher level. As for the
seeing-
matchup, what do we think?
Well, I can't decide who'd win, but I know that the only sort of escape we've got from Ziggs is his own jump, and we've got the Ghost running on Teemo.
Ziggs has a lot of zoning power. That's where he really comes into his own. A lot of AoE and a lot of map control. Teemo, again, will be looking for that really strong lane control throughout the game, so that even if Teemo goes down, he's still gonna stop those minions from pushing for his tower. A lot of poke from both people in this, I hope. And it'll be really interesting to see how they build to counter each other, though.
Oh, blasting wand. And the Downswing.
So Teemo's going for a slightly tankier build, making sure he's got the sustain. Ziggs taking 1 level in each of his 3 abilities. Same with Teemo. Teemo with 5 health pots, 2 mana pots. Ziggs with just the 3 health pots, but with the blasting one for the extra bit of AP.
No,
I think it's gonna be hard for the Ziggs to hit those Qs with how fast Teemo is with his W and Ghost.
Yeah, the natural W speed as well as the boosted W speed is going to make a lot of difference, especially on the chasing power here from Teemo. Ziggs isn't even sporting a flash. With just the Ignite and Barrier, he really doesn't have as much escapability as we'd hoped to see.
I'm surprised there's no flashes this game.
Teemo runs a lot better with Ghost. Here you go. You see the movement speed on Teemo allows him to get those early challenges, get the pokes in. And with a bit of AP, those poison ticks are going to do a nice bit of damage. A couple of early engages here from both players. Teemo generally coming out on top with these pokes. And there's an Ignite barriered out. Both of them running at about 300 health. Health pots going from both players.
See, now Teemo has that advantage because Ziggs is all out of health pots.
Ziggs also not stacking a whole lot of mana anymore. Teemo is running through the minions. The minions apparently not switching aggro though because of how far out Ziggs is. And there's a little bit of damage from the minions on Teemo. And again, he's trying to force Ziggs out of the minion farming area. Deny him that early farm and get the gold advantage early on.
Ziggs completely out of mana now. The only way he's going to pick up any is with that Downswing passive.
Here we go again. There's the Ghost on Teemo. He's looking for the kill here. Can he get it? That poison tick could do it. The poison tick could finish him off. Ziggs is going to come very close if he doesn't die.
10 health escape and the Ziggs waiting for the relics to come up. It's 10
seconds.
on them.
Well, he can't exactly come out with that kind of low health, can he? That's 1 auto attack from Teemo here.
And Teemo denying that second relic. He's not going to be able to do much at all.
Teemo's just going to enjoy the lane control, try and push for some tower damage, and Ziggs really isn't going to be able to do a whole lot, having dropped to the level behind now as well.
I won't be surprised if I don't see Teemo try and kill him.
Teemo hitting level 6 before Ziggs is even up to level 5 now. Sitting at that health relic's really put him behind. Again, he's waiting for the health relics. He's trying to make sure he doesn't die, but he's going to lose a lot of lane presence for that.
And experience and gold.
22 farm on Teemo versus 8 on Ziggs at the moment.
He's in a position where he really needs to die just to get enough health to come back and actually farm.
Giffel now trying to put on a little bit more pressure, pushing that lane up. Ziggs can't really push back too much without the mana to put his abilities through. Bit of damage on the towers from the minions, and Giffel taking those relics to deny them. Teemo's still nearly a full level head, and there's a nice bit of poke on Ziggs. So I think we can expect to see probably an Abyssal Scepter on Ziggs. If he's suffering so much from the poke, he's going to try and look for a way to counter that. Teemo, probably more down the pushing side. We'll see that Nash's Tooth, I would say. And probably more of an AP edge to the build. He'll be looking to push those towers down quickly, but still have the burst damage to finish off Ziggs before he can get a good combo. All the time, that W coming into play from Teemo, making sure that Ziggs knows that he's looking to get those pokes on him and keep him out of the way of the minions. This is good aggressive play from Teemo. This is what we want to see. A lot of lane control. He should be able to push through towards all the towers. After all, this is a standard game and you are looking to take the Nexus. It doesn't matter how many kills you get. You see here, he's trying to draw the minions away from his mushroom so that he can get the most minions into it at once. Now Ziggs is capable of getting his full burst off, and with that ulti that's a very solid amount of damage. He's just going to really struggle for mana at this point.
I think that's why we're not seeing anything major from... Well, it is why. He should have
That
really
was a mistake.
Yeah.
He's put himself right into the danger zone there, and again the barrier to counter the ignite.
But it's going to continue seeing that.
I'd expect Giffel to go back, get that health relic, and make sure he's got the reset for when he needs it. Ziggs using this little bit of control to get a bit of farm in. Still a full 22 behind. The ulti there, barely effective.
And we can see the Teemo Q doing more damage than the
And
Ziggs.
there we go, there's the finishing. First blood has gone to Teemo, like we were expecting here. So let's have a look at what he comes back with.
Yeah, I'm expecting some sort of mana regen, seeing as how much he's been struggling.
That's an interesting choice. It'll give him some pushing power that Ziggs might otherwise not have. And some sustain in the form of pots.
Can you go 5-5?
5-2.
5-2.
Teemo's going to go down pretty quickly here, I would think.
It's going to give him a chance to buy. At least we're not seeing the suicide.
He has both those cooldowns on his relics. Before he dies, I'm sure he'll get a few more mushrooms down and make sure that he has that control for when he does finally go. There's one down at the tower to clear the first melee minions that go through. That cannon minion following him into the bush and really giving him a few issues on his control. We've seen Giffel take quite a lot of damage from minions so far this game. Drawing them away from his mushrooms and trying to aim them where he wants them to go, but he's taken a lot of damage for that. Ziggs ulti still on 22 seconds, and there is that mushroom again, giving Teemo a nice bit of poke.
As always, as we're always going to see in Teemo games, the mushrooms are going to be what decides it. Good mushroom placement can completely deny a push, or force a push.
Ziggs ulti coming up. Now we could see a very strong engage from Ziggs, or he might try and finish him with a really long range ulti. Oh, that was not great. There we go, that mushroom denying the push from the minions. Ziggs not going to use that Lich Bane proc at all. He surely realised that mushroom's on the health relic by now. Giffel looking to pick it up, but Macklemore pushing him back. I'd say that even with this Lich Bane, Teemo really still has a lot of domination in this lane.
Definitely.
I have to question the use of a Lich Bane while Teemo is using a blind as well.
This is what we really like to see with Teemos nowadays.
GG Ace. GG. Here we go, he's going in for the poke, starting with the Q, and again Teemo is now ahead on both mana and health. Those 2 health relics from Ziggs putting him right up to full though. So I'd have to question Ziggs going for anything that benefits auto attacks while fighting against an enemy with a blind. AP champions normally not suffering too much for fighting against Teemo, but that's not exactly going to be a big advantage for Ziggs.
You should put some lovely music on again. Okay,
Just put it on.
come on.
We do like a bit of casual background music on our streams. And again, oh, the barrier taking both the ignite and the ulti. Teemo's going to take a lot of hits for this. It was a well-placed mushroom detonated by the minions, but still getting the damage on Ziggs. Teemo just avoiding that poke again. A lot of great dodging from Giffel this game. Ziggs has some really nice base damage, but he has to land those abilities.
I'm starting to question who could win this game. If Ziggs starts landing more of his skill shots, he has a very strong chance.
Ziggs with a full minute on his ultimate, so we can't expect Giffel to go down quite yet. Back up to full health again with the use of those pots and relics though. Farm again, nearly a whole 33 ahead for Giffel there.
How much gold does he have? That's just short of 6,000 gold. He's going to get a lot.
Sitting on a very solid 6,000 gold, yep.
I reckon we'll see a Nash's Tooth and a Rabbit on some social streams.
I mean, that kind of build is going to put him so far ahead in these little engagements. He'll basically just be able to chase him down with a Ghost and W, and we're going to see a really, really bad turn for Ziggs.
That Ziggs ult just about to come up. Let's see if we see it immediately.
I'd like to see him land a slightly better one this time. The last couple have been a bit off from where he needed them to be.
That's been pretty bad.
Giffel's gonna go and try and get some poke in, and there's a great ulti. Nice damage from that one. A couple of good hits now should finish him off. If he can land those Qs though.
How much does that Q do currently? Just short of 140 damage. I think he might be looking to kill himself here. Nope. No, he's still just getting that poke off.
Giffel's placement so far this game has been absolutely great. He's kept those minions exactly where he needed them. He's made sure that those Qs can't quite hit him outright. He's staying exactly where he needs to play against the Ziggs, and pretty much played the entire game on less than 500 health.
As much as we all see Teemo die.
There we go. There's the first Teemo kill. A nice combo from Macklemore.
Leandre's been picked up.
Leandre's Sorcerer's Shoes for that little... Oh, and there's the Nash's Tooth. The Mushroom nearly killing Macklemore here, and the second Mushroom doing a similar amount of damage. Is he going to go down to this? Not quite.
The little minion that could.
He's not going to have a whole lot of power for the next fight though. Even if he can pick up health relics.
Maybe we're going to see a suicide. He did not go for that relic.
Teemo just coming up now.
That Lich Bane helping so much. Getting
Pushing power for the Lich Bane, incredibly helping it. But this should be a pretty easy kill for Teemo here. Not enough, nowhere near enough damage coming off from that ulti, and the extra health from the Leandre's Torment really making that difference.
Going back with 4,000 gold, let's see what he picks up.
Teemo should take this first tower pretty easily as soon as the first minion wave comes through, but the timing's not quite great for that kill. They'll probably try and stop this minion wave from even slowing his down by taking them just under the tower.
See, a little bit of magic being picked up by Ziggs.
And the health from the Crystal Scepter, brilliant. Ziggs, again, like we were saying yesterday with Cho'Gath, really benefits from being able to chain his abilities together, and that Rylai's will really help with that. Both champions now approaching level cap. Teemo about half a level ahead still. This is going to be the kind of fights where we're going to see whose build is really giving them the big advantage here. Great zoning from Ziggs there. Looked like he wasn't quite sure where Teemo was at that point. That was a botched attempt to take the health relic as well.
He tried. Maybe he'll think there's no mushroom there and just go for it.
That could hurt him later on. Oh no, he's taken the health relic anyway.
Ziggs being able to clear those waves much faster now.
Yeah, that's a great amount of damage coming through from Ziggs now. What we'll be looking for fight initiation here is probably Ziggs hitting a mushroom and Teemo looking for the kill. There goes the barrier. Teemo looking for this kill now. He's gonna...
He's got it.
There we go. This will be another tower for Teemo.
Teemo holding off on picking up.
With 30 seconds, I'd be surprised if he can't pick up this inhibitor as well.
Definitely.
There's a Chalice of Harmony from Ziggs, who apparently has finally noticed how much he's been suffering from the loss of his mana. Teemo taking a turret shot there. Probably not going to do much harm with all the health relics lying about. You see he's just dotting up all those minions, making sure that they go down pretty quickly so he can get back to killing this tower.
And do we still have 5 seconds? We're going to get about half of that inhib.
We should see Teemo now moving back, putting down his defensive line, getting those health relics, and coming back into the fight with nearly full health again. There we go, the minions having a lot of trouble pushing up. And Teemo nearly back at full health.
We've seen Teemo, he's been on full mana this entire game. He's really not struggling.
Teemo isn't really a mana intensive champion. He has his Q and he has his mushrooms, but he's really looking for most of his damage coming up his E passive, so it's not a very mana intensive.
Like Liamo said, he's just waiting for that Ziggs to run out of mana and then realising he can engage. And it's helping him so much.
The Chalice is going to make a big difference on that though. not sure he wanted to lose that mushroom. And there's a nice mushroom hit there.
And a good point being made in chat right now. He just hasn't picked up a Hextech Sweeper, which could really help him.
I mean, it's just one of those items on this map that is designed to counter champions like Teemo, and it's going to make a big difference in fights like this. If you can stop him from having that control while he's down, then you're going to really just put him down a lot more. Again, you see he's trying to draw them away from those minions. And there goes the Ghost W. Teemo looking for the kill. He's zoned him away from his own base. And there goes this room, and that is a death.
That's going to be the inhib, and if not just the inhib, definitely one tower from the Nexus.
And that was a cool guys don't look at explosions kill from Giffel there. Finishing him off and then walking away as he died from the poison damage.
Should we write a song about that?
Very solid lead on gold as well from Giffel here at this point.
That's a 2,000 gold lead, that's a lot of gold. He's still got 4,000 to go back with if he should die, which I don't think we're going to see.
I'd really like to see a wit's end from Teemo.
Magic resist.
The extra, yeah, well, it's the magic resist. It takes his opponent's magic resist, and it's giving him that extra attack speed to really benefit from his Nash's Tooth. Plus, it's just flat damage on top of that.
Yeah.
Those kinds of situational items are what are really going to help people out in these 1v1 games.
With the recent change, I still haven't seen many people pick up Wit's End.
It's a lot stronger on tanks. There are champions who can use it very well, but still not everyone's cup of tea. Now, the Athene's Unholy Grail passive, as opposed to the Chalice, really isn't that strong in a 1v1, because it's not like you're going to be picking up assists and kills all that often. I'm not sure whether it's quite worth the buy in this matchup. We noticed that Teemo's been putting down double shrooms on these relics. That's just to make sure that Ziggs can't quickly run in and steal the relic from the side.
Nice play there. Oh, sick. Well taken that
The barrier going.
That's
He's gonna.
the barrier down, but Macklemore still has his ignite.
He's looking to get these super minions through to really cause some issues, but the Lich Bane is going to help a lot against these. He's making sure he's getting that tower damage over the super minion, really making use of a free tank.
I think we're going to see going to engage right now. Macklemore having his ignite and ultimate up.
I mean, that's what Macklemore should really be looking for. It's the only way that he's going to come out on top of it. There we go.
And what are we going to see Giffel buy? 5k gold.
Oh, a Lich Bane. That's going to be a hell of a lot of pushing. And then needlessly, oh, if Macklemore hits these shrooms, he's going to suffer.
Oh, she knows. Thankfully. It was almost a big mistake. He's just going to die to
We see a GG in the chat there and a surrender. Well guys, that's one of the semi-finals down. We'll be back with you again for the game for third place and in the final. Thanks. And for those future games, I'm sure that our good friend Thomas here will be joining us.
Do we want to bring Giffel down? See his thoughts on that game?
Yeah, let's get Giffel down now.
Giffel, how do you feel after that win?
I feel like it was a kind of self-given win.
What given that?
Self-given win. There was a lot of plays in that game where I realised he's not going to compete too much against it.
Yeah, you think you managed to get your Teemo pushing just right in that game. Had a lot more control over the lane than we saw in previous Teemo games, and you had him right down. You didn't feel that you need to build any magic resist in that game at all?
No, I didn't feel dangerous damage too much because our Teemo could run away from his Qs, and I mean, if he went full in with his ulti, I could just use my barrier, and that was about it. I planned, if the game was going to go on longer, I was going to get a Ryle or a Sonya's just ulti, or use it when he uses his ulti and just negate all his damage.
We were talking through a couple of items that we thought you might have got. Maybe a Wit's End for the attack speed, reduces magic resist, give yourself a bit. What do you think?
I don't think it would be worth it due to the fact I wasn't going to get too many auto attacks off on him. It was a poke fight. He wasn't going to let me. If I went too close, he was just going to use his, or attempt to use his getaway bomb, whatever it's called. Satchel charge, I think it is.
There you have it, guys. A couple of words from our winner and finalist, Giffel. And we'll be back with you after we go and have a look at how the other game's gone. So we'll catch you then.
Sound muted.